Welcome back, fellow fighters, to another fun-packed episode of exciting packed episode of Scotty Kombat. Everything Mortal Kombat 1 related, and in this video we're going to go over the skins that you can get in Season 9. I haven't made a video on that yet. I was a little bummed out over the lack of Combat League skins and some of the repeat skins that are already in this season. However, there are new skins, so I do feel like I should report on those. For those of you unaware, Double Experience is on for the full weekend. If you're not aware, WB did this in response due to the KP3 allegations, whether it's going to be here or whether it's not going to be here. And although they didn't let us know this directly, this was their secret wink that Combat Pack 3 is coming because there's no holiday right now and they're giving us Double Experience. Definitely take that with a grain of salt. I'm absolutely kidding on that. I have no idea why they're giving us Double Experience. Probably because we're in between content right now, or it genuinely could be because of all the allegations right now of KP3. I have no idea, but it is always nice to have Double Experience. Also, for those that don't know, Ghostface did get a nerf with his knife cancels. A lot of people are upset with that right now. Now, I'm also going to go over the seasonal tower rewards and the rewards that you can get in Towers of Time this week as well. And in usual fashion, I'll let you know if I think they stink or if they're really good. At the time of this recording, there is about 2 days left, 1 day, 18 hours left of Double Experience. I would say by the time you see this online, it's going to say 1 day and 14 hours, maybe 13 hours, because it does usually take me about 4 hours to edit an 8-minute video. I don't know if that's how long this video is going to be, but that's usually what I aim for, is between 8 to 10 minutes. Now, we still have over a week left of this rotation. At the time, I'm only at 20%, but I usually cram most of my points in towards the end of the week. It is nice to see the Wu Shi skins are back in rotation as well, although the last reward was really nice, that being the Ghostface announcer. I do think a reason that they're doing this is because so many players participated in the last Towers of Time rotation, having the Ghostface announcer as a free reward. And when I say free, obviously I mean just by playing the game. And it is really nice because in every rotation, if you want to reach the top 5%, you really don't have to exceed 1,000 points. I would say more people grinded for Ghostface than any other reward we've had yet in the Towers, so truly it makes sense. You have a lot of people playing for the reward. The next reward, which it is a really nice reward, I think this Raiden skin's great. I think it's a good idea to give double XP to satisfy more people in wanting to play the game and staying on right now. Again, from my experience, if you can at least make it between 700 to 900 points, you're most likely going to be in the top 5%. With Ghostface requiring the most, I jumped in range right at the last minute at about 950 to 970 at the most. 2,500 seasonal credits obviously do one fight. You're guaranteed that many seasonal coins. Actually, I think the Raiden gear is pretty decent because that looks like it's going to go well with any of the Wu Shi Palettes. Normally, the top 50% gear isn't this impressive, but I think for something simple like that, it's actually really nice. Up next is a gear piece for Katana. I think that's great. Katana has some amazing skins, and she does have some really neat looking fans, so I would like to see how this looks once it becomes available with certain skins. I have one of her Revenant skins, and one of the gear pieces makes her fan like a very vibrant red. I think that looks cool. And then in the top 20% is an Empress Tanya skin. I think that's actually the best color we could get for Tanya on this skin. Honestly, so far I would say these are really nice rewards for this Towers of Time rotation. Now, as we work our way towards the top of the rewards like secret agents with walkie-talkies and ropes. Now, for those that are going to make it in the top 10%, you do get this Kadara Bala Natara skin. Some of these Chaos Rain skins don't represent the character or give them any justice by any means in my opinion. However, for the sake of having a wild and warped character, I would say that's the whole reason of it being a Chaos variant skin, right? If I played Natara, would I use it? Sure, maybe a few times just to try it out. Can't say that I would put it in my favorite rotation if I was a Natara player, but all things considered, with it being a different skin for Natara, it is something, so I don't think it's that bad. And this time around, we have the former Elder God Raiden, rocking what looks to be a really cool blue Wu Shi Academy skin. I really do like this one because it's a mix of blues. It's two different hues blended together. Blue is a color that just goes really well with Raiden. I think this one's great, and it's also got white outlinings on it too. Classic signature colors of Raiden. This one's really nice in my opinion. I love it. I give them all a pass. I think they're all good. They're absolutely all worth grinding for. You really don't have to grind the Towers of Time that much to get these rewards. Now, the Seasonal Tower is a little different this time. The Seasonal Tower starts at 30, and to get your first new skin, you need to make it all the way to level 55. I have shared this before that this isn't my favorite Quan Chi skin. However, in-game, this one doesn't look as bad, but I am going to rank it here for what it is. And that is with consideration with how good it does look in gameplay. And for Quan Chi being in red, it's really not that bad. But in comparison to the other skins and palettes that are available to Quan Chi, this one doesn't stack up to the best for me. Unfortunately for Quan Chi, I will have to slap him with a 6.0 9.5 for this palette. If you are doing the seasonal tower mainly for this skin, for me it wouldn't be worth it. However, if you're a Quan main and you gotta get your Quan Chi skins and palettes, totally understandable. Now starting from 55 to 60, then 65, you can tell from here it's all in 5-level increment rewards. I can say with confidence, for me, if you can make it this far, then it is worth it for this skin, and that is Kung Lao in his Wu Shi Academy palette. It's not just a great skin with good colors, but also a nice callback too, because these are the colors for the MK3 Kung Lao. I'm glad they did this, and I think it looks really good. In the Wu Shi Academy skin video, I did grade all the Wu Shi skins. I don't remember what I gave this one in that video, but I gotta give it a 10 out of 10. Now I'm hoping in that video I didn't give it something wacky, because I genuinely do like it. It's a nice callback and a good looking skin. This next one is an absolute beauty queen. This one's not too different from the one that's available on Towers of Time right now. Now at first glance I'm not sold on it. There's a lot of red and the wings don't really match with it, but I do think equipping some red wings with it, or like the skeletal wings, just something a little more sinister than the casual brown, would actually make this skin look pretty cool. I gotta say I do think it has a chance. I think one of the things that throws me off with this design is the hairdo, but don't let me get too carried away, because we're here to break each other's legs and rip each other's hearts out. I think that this is a decent looking skin. I think this Natara palette looks better than the one that we can get from Towers of Time right now. I would give this one a 7 out of 10. If you've made it this far, or if you do plan on making it this far, congratulations. This is floor level 70. This is pretty high up the seasonal tower with just 10 more levels left for all the rewards. I'm actually a really big fan of this Kenshi skin and palette. I think it looks really good. I meant to say Takeda, but I think that's a good accident because that means they didn't miss their mark as far as them being relatives. I get like a Mad Max vibe from this palette. I think this is one of the rare occasions where they have messed with the character's hair and threw some hair dye in it, and it actually looks decent. I think season 4 was an absolute nightmare for palettes. If I played Takeda, this would probably be in my favorites rotation. Yeah, I'm definitely giving this one a 10 out of 10. The next reward is at floor 75. If you've made it this far, you're in the home stretch. I genuinely think this is Reiko's best skin and palette in the entire game, especially with it being Reiko. Seeing the black pauldrons and armored, he looks menacing, powerful. I love the design on this. I've been cheering for Reiko to get an MK4 skin for a while now, because some of the skins just really don't do it for me. Like, I do want to see some classic in Reiko. Now as far as the warrior he's supposed to be in Mortal Kombat 1, this armor and this palette sells it for me. I only have good things to say about this skin. It's absolutely a 10 out of 10 and worth the seasonal tower. If I see anyone using this skin and palette, absolute respect. No matter which way MK1 goes, I do hope we get a classic Reiko palette. If you made it all the way here, this is floor level 80, congratulations. I think this skin and palette's worth it. I think this is a good reward for floor level 80. This is a 10 out of 10 for sure for me. Kenshi not only usually rocks red and black, it's a staple color of his uniform. Out of the Wu Shi Academy palettes that are available, this is my favorite one from those palettes. And every character has 6 Wu Shi Academy palettes. They're not all released yet, but after seeing all of them, I think this one's the best one for Kenshi. I have to say that Reiko and Kenshi are the cherry on top for the tower. It is worth getting them if you can. Now of course these are subjective takes. I am curious what you guys think of them. Whether you're doing one or the other, I think both the Towers of Time and the seasonal tower both have great rewards right now. And never mind, that's not my channel. I am glad that's not my channel, and I do want to thank you guys so much for your support. As always, like and subscribe to support this channel. I do plan on being live here shortly, and genuinely I thank you all so much. I'll see you soon, or I will see you in the next video. Much love everyone, and have a good night.